Welcome back to another episode of the Brotherhood Ballad. We are here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the morning after the Kendrick and SZA Grand National Tour concert. Alex, what are your initial thoughts? Night one.
Yeah, night one, opening night of the show. Let me first off start by saying it was at the worst stadium in the NFL, so that already kind of made it a little bit bad. Go Pack. The Vikings made an average stadium for over $1 billion for a team that doesn't have a trophy room, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about, like Justin said, leg one of the Grand National Tour. What a night. I'm not really the biggest Kendrick fan, but I love SZA. So I was definitely there more for SZA than Kendrick. It was cool seeing DJ Mustard's set. Like, not a lot of DJs go on tour and do opening sets for their artists, but Chase B is the only other DJ that really will go out with his artist and do opening DJ sets and whatnot. So it was cool. Mustard played a lot of his bangers. Yeah, that was probably 45 minutes or so. It got the crowd fired up, but my only complaint was after his set had ended, there was too much time in between his set ending and then Kendrick and SZA coming out where the crowd kind of died. But eventually, everybody got back into it once the Black Grand National showed up on stage. And wow, it was a long concert too. It was, from the time DJ Mustard's set started, including the time in between him and Kendrick and SZA coming on, and then the end of Kendrick and SZA, it was probably it was about 3.5 hours, I'd say. So it was quite a concert. It started getting a little oversaturated for me by the end, but we'll go over all the songs in the set list here in just a moment.
It was a great first concert experience for me, for sure.
Just let us know what that was like for you.
It was unreal.
Yeah.
Just singing my favorite Kendrick song, some that I haven't even thought about in a while. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And even the pyrotechnics were unreal.
Yeah, there were fireworks and
fire shooting up,
fire and shit shooting up out of the different parts of the stage. The set list was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
There was probably 35 songs between the both of them. What I do actually like, but maybe it made the concert longer, was the fact that they incorporated both their sets in together. So Kendrick would come on stage for 4 or 5 songs, and SZA would do it, and then they kept taking turns, which was cool, instead of SZA opening and then Kendrick doing his thing.
It was a good variety too.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of there was a pretty good diversity of people there. We saw a lot of dudes, a lot of girls.
Yeah, Kendrick's
all ages. Everybody was there.
Kendrick's fan base is pretty diverse. When you're at a Kendrick show, I guess nothing else really matters, race, religion, anything like that. It doesn't matter. We're all there for the same purpose. So it's cool to be in a setting like that. And what really made the show for me was the first song SZA came out to was Love Galore, which is one of my most favorite songs of all time. And she let the Travis verse right out, which was even better. SZA's voice is fucking amazing. It's like an angel singing to you.
She's one of the best performers I've ever seen. She had me entranced the whole night. I definitely need to get the merch for sure when it comes back on the store.
You need to get more merch. I've been to my fair share of shows over the time now, and I'd say that this show is definitely up there. My only thing is I'm just not that big of a Kendrick fan, so it was cool for me. But I know Justin loved it because his favorite artist is Kendrick, and being able to see Kendrick on what's probably going to be his last tour ever, based off of how he's been talking and stuff.
Do you think so? Could be.
I thought Mr. Morale was going to be his last album ever, and then out of nowhere he dropped GNX.
Yeah.
So there's no way he was going to end on Mr. Morale. It was not a good album. We know you are a sex addict and cheated on your wife like your dad. But hey, everybody has their trials and tribulations.
Oh yeah.
What would you say was your best? What was your most favorite song from the night from both of them?
For SZA, it was definitely BMF. I love that song.
You like BMF?
Young and fine and
Yeah.
dark and handsome. I like that one. And then Kendrick, oof, it's tough. I mean, not like us pretty much blew the house down, but I figured it would. But in terms of a sentimental pick, I loved King Kunta.
Yeah.
It got me fired up. Backseat freestyle, it was gas. I loved all of it. It was unreal. Kendrick's ability to just rap like out of his mind was unreal. And I loved like the set design and stuff. Like all the bug stuff with SZA was crazy.
Yeah, she was like riding the ant or some shit.
It was insane. And then Kendrick's was just pretty hard.
Yeah.
Sitting on the street light, and it was sitting on the steps with the street light was gas.
Yeah, for me, it's a toss-up. For SZA, it was either Love Galore or Broken Clocks. Oh my gosh. And then for Kendrick, it was probably Backstreet Freestyle. It would have been Mad City, but he went a cappella on it, which was so weird.
I liked it.
I don't know how you don't let Mad City play out how it is.
Yeah.
That would have gotten the crowd fired up, playing Mad City how it's like was. He also played Money Trees.
Money Trees was fire.
Yeah. Money Trees. Yeah, I mean, imagine J Rock came out.
I would have burned it down.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go again on the tour.
Yeah, in Glendale when you get back home.
Maybe.
Would you consider going again?
I might have to bring the lady friend.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about it.
Just, Arizona Cardinal Stadium goes crazy. I was there for TCU versus Michigan College Football Playoff semifinal. The one illustrious game performance of Max Duggan. One of one. Former TCU legend, current Canes Fries bagger. But yeah, I think for somebody who loves Kendrick and it being their first show, I'm so happy you got to see that. I mean, what a time, right?
It was awesome.
If you could pick anywhere else that he's going on the tour to that's not Glendale, like places you've never been, where would you go?
Europe.
Yeah, Europe
would be crazy.
Yeah, Europe is fun. After seeing concerts in Europe, it's crazy. Those fans over there are different.
I'd love to go.
Yeah.
Might have to plan something.
Or to Tokyo. What would you say is your favorite Kendrick album though?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
Number 2 is GNX though.
In my opinion, the only non-skip album that Kendrick has is Good Kid, Mad City, but I'm not as big of a fan as you, so you probably severely disagree with that.
Oh, I'll skip some on GNX for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What about Section 80?
Oh, Section 80 is fire.
You don't like Whacked Out Murals?
Not
He
really.
performed that last night.
It was fine. I'm
Yeah.
glad he did at the beginning though, because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we get it. Let's get the squabble up. And he did that. That was fire.
TV off.
Peekaboo.
Yeah.
I just want because of my chain. Peekaboo. I liked it. Gloria ending it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, they ended it off with Gloria and SZA in that yellow tracksuit. Oh my god.
SZA might be top 5 hottest woman alive. Clip that.
Wow, that's a hell of a take. I don't know
She
if
might be the greatest performer in like history.
You guys
For a female rapper.
Okay, well that just takes it down severely. Yeah, no shit. What do you have? Cardi B screaming into the mic and
Oh no, this is not even a rapper.
She's R&B, motherfucker. Get it right.
She's the best performer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
I'm just reminiscing on the show and just what a time it was.
That bonded the 3 of us forever. We're here with our Uncle Sherrard.
Yeah, Uncle Shiggy. He came along too. The old head of the group.
He was having some fun.
He had some fun.
The merch was out the window.
Yeah.
The
The lines were crazy, which is surprising because, like, I'm used to Travis Scott merch lines, which, if you get in a Travis Scott merch line, you're guaranteed to miss, like, the first few songs of the show because Travis Scott's concert merch is the best merch you can buy. It's by far the most superior. Nothing competes. And in the Kendrick and SZA show last night in Minneapolis, the lines were crazy, which I don't understand, but they were handing out like commemorative tickets that had a QR code on the back to go shop on their merchandise website, which you're buying the same stuff that you got in the show, like in the arena, same price. So if you want to skip lines and wait a little bit, that's definitely an option. But what I don't like about that is it gives people the ability to buy the merch who didn't go to the show, because it's an open like link for that anybody could get to. That's my one gripe about merch. It should just be sold at the concert, because in my opinion, if you don't go to the concert, why are you wearing merchandise from the concert?
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. It was pretty decent designs.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it was like crazy, but it was pretty cool.
It kind of it takes away from the value of the merchandise when you can buy the same shit online that you can in show. Like,
Oh yeah.
at least if you're gonna do that, make concert exclusives, like where it says the city that they're in only on the T-shirt, like Minneapolis leg 1, Houston leg 2, like etc. So that people can like have something that's exclusive to the show. But yeah, overall, like, what would you rate the concert on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably say like a 9.
9 for you?
Just because I probably should have listened to SZA a little bit more, because I'm not as familiar with her work, but loved it though.
You gotta listen to Lana. SOS.
Kill Bill is huge.
I might kill my ex. Yeah, that shit goes crazy.
What about the set list? Like what parts do you think were like the peak of the show?
Definitely, I got it pulled up here. So, for me, it was when SZA did Love Galore, Broken Clocks, and Kill Bill, like in a row.
That was
I was
crazy.
like, holy shit, she's just ripping off her like best 3 songs. And I was like, I was in trance. I was like, what is happening this early? Also, I wish she would have performed Open Arms. Open Arms is such a good song that I think is underrated, but a lot of SZA fans probably love that song. She had a really good opportunity there to show off her true vocals, but she did on like Broken Clocks and Kill Bill, and a lot of the other songs she performed. She sang Shirt, which Shirt's a really good song. There is a lot of songs from her new album Lana that she performed. Like, it was, I would give her set probably a solid 7, 5, 8. And then I'd give Kendrick's probably like, just because I'm not really a fan of GNX, but like the other songs he performed, I'll give it probably like a 7.
She killed it in the middle.
Yeah.
Like at the end, she played Kill Bill, Saturn, BMF, Kiss Me More was crazy.
Yeah,
that was probably her best stretch.
Kiss Me More featuring Doja, or actually it's Doja Cat's song featuring SZA.
Kendrick's best stretch might have been Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Money Trees, and Poetic Justice.
Yeah, that's crazy because technically Drake's featured on that song.
And Count Me Out was crazy.
Yeah.
So I almost cried during that part.
Yeah, I didn't stand up when they performed Not Like Us because I don't really support that song.
And he played that Bodies song.
Yeah.
That you played at the Super Bowl. That, TV Off, Not Like Us, Luther, Gloria to finish was just...
Like That's a good song, but Not Like Us, I don't support that song.
Love, All the Stars was crazy.
Yeah, dude.
People were losing their minds.
Yeah, when they
over that.
performed All the Stars, it had me, oh my goodness.
Everybody was screaming, all the lights, it was bright. I love the light show, that was crazy.
It was,
We probably had really good seats too. Like,
well, yeah, because we were center stage, like we could see everything.
yeah.
The seats were ideal. Also, one thing that was interesting, I don't know if this is on the stadium's fault, but like during the show, like the side screens that go around the stadium were showing like other events that were happening. Did you ever notice that?
During the concert?
Yes. So like the screen was on it showing was 2028 NCAA Wrestling D1 host. The concert's going. I don't give a fuck about the wrestling during the show. It also was like showing an ad for WrestleMania. We're at a Kendrick concert. I was like, that seemed a little bit weird. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
Nah, I was locked in.
Yeah, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah. I like the way that they went back and forth. It was like KD and Westbrook back in the day. Just
No.
your turn, my turn. I love
Back
it.
on the Thunder. Now they hate each other. Now Russell Westbrook is hitting like wide open threes in the corner to win games now. Like, what is happening in 2025?
It's a crazy world we live in.
That Nuggets Clippers game was crazy. You know, it was even is like James Harden, typical James Harden playoff performance, choking a 16-point lead. The Clippers could have made a statement by winning Game 1 on the road against a former championship team of 16.
Typical Clippers fashion.
Kawhi was non-existent. Kawhi in his 1/8 of a knee left, probably just walking on the court somewhere. James Harden throwing up honey bun shots. Zubac is nowhere to be found. And then, like, the rest of the casuals they have,
When you have
Norman Powell, Kendrick Dunn, or Chris Dunn.
When you have Chris Dunn shooting like game-winning shots,
It's
not
in
good.
2025, and Chris Dunn is pulling up for game-winning shots.
It's not good.
No.
I'm so excited for these playoffs. Best series, it could be that Clippers Nuggets.
Like
series.
opening round.
Oh yeah, that could be really good.
When Dame gets healthy, if he plays, Bucks Pacers can be good too.
Lakers T-Wolves will be interesting.
Lakers got murdered
Lakers
last
need
night.
to get it together.
LeBron needs to drop more than 12 points in a playoff game if they want to go anywhere.
Detroit Knicks will be feisty, but I think the Knicks will win like 5.
The Knicks went on a 12-0 run at the end of the game to win that last night.
Oh yeah.
I think Knicks. We'll just do the playoffs instead of the draft.
Uh huh.
You
What?
know, and NBA playoffs instead of the draft.
Uh huh. Yeah, we'll run it.
So for the 1 seeds, which are the Thunder and the who's the
Cavs.
Thunder and Cavs.
The 1 seeds.
So the Thunder are playing the Magic, right?
The Thunder
No,
are
they're not.
playing the Grizzlies.
Yeah. So that's done in 4.
Cavs are playing, I think, Miami.
No, somebody's playing the Magic,
Celtics.
and they're the 7 seed.
2 versus 7.
And the Heat are the 8 seed. Yeah, Cavs in 4 there too. Celtics in 4. Jalen Suggs is still busy with Haley Van Lith at the draft. Probably he's not worried about the playoffs. Who do you think's like? Obviously, you mentioned the Clippers and Nuggets series, but there are any other like series that you think might have potential for upsets? No.
No.
You think it's gonna be pretty?
It's gonna be pretty chalk.
Yeah. Who do you like coming out of each conference
OKC and Boston.
in the finals? You think OKC's like that?
Yeah. 68 wins is nothing to.
It's nothing to joke around, but they don't have any playoff experience.
I think they'll gain some this year.
You're right, they will.
Because if the Lakers get upset, it's tough.
I don't even think I would call the Lakers losing to the
'Cause they were all
Timberwolves as
so
an
close.
upset.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's 3-6, but the Timberwolves were a few games out of that 3rd spot. Like, the Timberwolves are probably the best 6 seed in a while.
Yeah.
I think they're like that. Anthony Edwards almost took them to the finals. I mean, so it's just.
Yeah.
I think they could probably beat the Lakers.
Yeah. Can't wait for these playoffs. Happy Easter to everybody.
Yeah. Everyone who celebrates Happy Easter. He is risen indeed. But yeah, do you like? So, I guess if you had to pick a team that wasn't the Celtics coming out of that conference, who do you think it would be next? Probably the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cavs have been dominant.
Do you think you could imagine being like Cavs Timberwolves for the finals? Do you not think that would be a good finals?
That'd be horrible for Adam Silver.
Adam Silver would be shitting himself.
Nobody would watch.
Considering he just sold his soul for Nico Harrison and Luka Doncic.
Nico Harrison's an idiot.
Nico Harrison deserves to die in the town center. I'm kidding. Dallas
Get the
fan.
guillotine
Dallas.
out.
Yeah, get the guillotine out. The Dallas fans probably think that.
Oh yeah, they hate him.
Traded away their whole franchise for a bag of chips and Anthony Davis 1 leg. And then everybody got hurt. Kyrie.
It's a curse. They're cursed now. They're screwed.
Poor Dirk, man. Dirk went out, won the finals against arguably one of the best teams ever assembled, and in return, his alma mater team is doing shit like this. trading
He's
a
probably happy that all his records are safe though.
trading a generational talent for half a toe left
Injury
and Anthony Davis, who's like 48 years old.
His body's probably like 50.
He's 30 in age, but his body's like 62. He's about to start collecting Social Security. It's a travesty for Dallas. Dallas, like, Texas sports are just horrible these days. Besides the Rangers winning the World Series last year,
It's tough.
the Stars suck. The Texans will never make it out of the AFC until the day that, like, Lamar, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes are all dead, or leave football. Let's see. The Cowboys are one of the worst franchises to ever be assembled. I don't know why they're called America's team. America's team hasn't even won a Super Bowl this century. What else? The Spurs haven't been relevant since like Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker and
Since
David Robinson
2014.
and Tim Duncan and shit. And Tiago Splitter. Shout out Tiago Splitter. What else? The Astros are a bunch of cheats, so we don't count them. Fuck their World Series wins. The best chance that the state of Texas now has of winning any form of championship is the Dallas Wings. So, we'll see if Paige Beckers can bring light to the state of Texas.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Well, this has been another edition of the Brotherhood Ballad, live from Minneapolis.
Yep, from the hotel. We'll be back in a short turnaround here for another one live from Iowa for Justin's graduation. We're going to get a podcast with Justin's dad, Scotty. We're looking forward to it. We're going to recap the probably day 1 and day 2 of the NFL draft. We'll see. We got some other stuff for you, but it's going to be great. We always love when Scotty comes on the show. But other than that, quick and short, we just wanted to give you guys a quick update. But other than that,
It's been real.
yeah.
Shout out to Kendrick and SZA.
And Mustard.